What's up YouTube? Blue Collar Success here. Today's video I'm talking about the best trades to get into for 2025, and this is varied based on personal opinion as well, but I feel like there's always a set amount of trades that are quality trades to get into. Now, I myself am a pipe fitter, steam fitter, and I feel like that's a great trade to get into. It's not saturated yet. I feel like electricians are pretty saturated right now. HVAC's a little saturated, but I feel like, in my experience, plumbers, pipe fitters, electricians, elevator mechanics, stuff like that is just guaranteed to be a recession-proof trade. Now, as you look at it, I don't mean to rag on any trade, but in all honesty, I feel like carpenters, laborers, masons, that stuff is not as skilled. I'm not saying it's not skilled, but you can be replaced more easily with other people, rather than if you're a pipe fitter plumber and you have a very specific license, a journeyman master's license, whatever, you will be much better off than if you don't have a journeyman's card or a license. Now, plumbers, I did a video on how much I make as a pipe fitter, and I make over $100 grand, and I've been doing it for welding, pipe fitting, whatever, for about 10 years now. So, it takes a while to get good at it and to be confident enough that you're able to do the job itself. But if I were to give a list, maybe I'm biased, but I'd say plumbers, pipe fitters, steam fitters would be my number one, then elevators, then HVAC, and then electricians, and then maybe like a heavy equipment mechanic, specifically diesel, maybe if you're doing big trucks or whatever. But it's so important nowadays to really be thoughtful about what job you're going into, because it's crazy times. College degrees really aren't worth that much anymore unless you're going to something specific like nursing or dental hygienist or something with the STEM field. It's just not as lucrative as it used to be. It's really saturated with college graduates, especially in like IT and tech. You see layoffs happening all over the place, and it's just not really viable anymore. And you go into a bunch of debt for what? Unless you're, like I said, you're going to be a nurse or something. My wife's a nurse, but she makes good money, but then again, she had to go into debt for that. We make about the same amount of money, but I have no college debt. So, not trying to brag, I'm just saying you got to be very smart nowadays about what you get into, because it's a very uncertain world. It's not as certain as it used to be, and you always have to be sharpening your skill set. You always have to be just looking for the next quality skill set that you can master, the newest technology and the trades you can master. It's just so important to really plan out your life and do your finances right. Don't be buying stupid stuff that you don't need. And owning a business is one thing. I used to own a mobile welding business. I do it on the side occasionally, but it's just not as lucrative as it used to be. I think I might do more of a pipe fitting HVAC business, plumbing, that kind of deal. But that's what I'm going to be trying to focus on in the future. You can always sell off to a private equity firm and make millions if you do it right. But mobile welding and welding in general is okay, but in my area, they top out welders. If you're just a structural welder, maybe at 25 bucks an hour, which really isn't that much anymore. I mean, that's just the bare minimum you really need to survive in my area. I mean, that's like, I'd say 20 bucks is like the new minimum wage. You know, if you're working a minimum wage job, you're not going to be able to survive. So I just, it's scary, but I feel like it's important to really have a skill set that sets you apart from other people. And so yeah, that's my list. It's very quick, but just wanted to kind of encourage everyone. If you're, I'm 29 years old. If anyone's in like their just graduated high school, or you can watch my video how to get into pipe fitter steam fitters union. But it's critical to get in earlier than later, I feel like. And I got in when I was 20, and it was the best decision I ever made. So it really changed my life for the better, provided a nice life for me and my family, and it's a good living, and it's fun. I mean, not every day is great, not every day is peachy, but I can say overall I enjoy my job, and that's very important nowadays. A lot of people hate their job. A lot of people dread going to work. Not every day I enjoy going to work, but usually I'd say at least 75% of the time I enjoy my job, which is very important. So, yeah. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I will continue to do videos like this. Have a great one.